Hello, friends. Today we're going to read a special book. It's called Labels for Laibel. It's by Dina Rosenfeld and illustrated, which means that it's drawn. The pictures are by a man called Norman Noddle. And it's about two boys who were stuck home together. Oh, Laibel called Yossi to his older brother. You gave me one corn chip. May I have another? No way, grumbled Laibel. It's my bag of chips, and I won't give my soda for you to take sips. So, children, Laibel didn't want to share his potato chips or his soda with his brother Laibel. We must share our room, and that's hard enough. But why should I share all the rest of my stuff? For Hanukkah, Bobby gave me a new book. When I try to read it, then you always look. See, he doesn't like it that his brother, Yossi, keeps sharing all his things, uses his books together with him. See, when I put on some music to play my best song, then you hear too, and you sing along. Oh, look, Laibel's covering his ears. Yesterday I came home and I really saw red when I found you stretched out, fast asleep on my bed. Laibel didn't like that. Yossi stretched out and fell asleep on his bed. Laibel's voice sounded angry and grumpy and sad. Oh, come on, Yossi said. It's not really so bad. It's not only me and it's not only you. Sharing is something all families do. Right, we all live together in the same house, and we're all together, children. So we need to share. We need to smile at one another, and we need whatever we have. We try to share together. Well, not me, shouted Laibel. And starting today, no one touches my things. Yes, that's what I say. I thought of a plan, and I know just how. I'll label my stuff, and I'm starting right now. So Laibel decides he is going to put a label on all of his things. So everybody will know that it's his stuff, and they won't touch it. Then no one will touch when it's my name. They read, these labels for Laibel are just what I need. Laibel found some green paper and sat down at the table, cutting and writing on each little label. So you see, children, he put his name, Laibel, on all the green pieces of paper to stick to his stuff. From now on, my closet, my place at the table, my jacket, my pillow will all be marked Laibel. My drawer and my cereal bowl and my spoon, my bat and my bike, I'll get to them soon. So there he was. You could see him through the bedroom window. He is putting his label on all of his stuff. Written Laibel. His name was Laibel. And he was putting labels on his things to say, nobody can touch my things. Children, do you think that was a nice thing? No, it isn't nice, but let's see. Don't ask me to share. I'm simply not able to. I'm finding my things to stick my green label to. See, so he's looking under the bed to try and find all of his things. I can do just the same. Wait and see, Yossi said. From now on, my stuff will be labeled in red. So now Yossi started shouting too. I can do the same thing. I'm going to put a label on all of my things too. So the two of them sat down to work right away. cutting and pasting the rest of the day. They labeled each pencil, each coin in their bank, their posters and flashlights, the fish in the tank. See here, they're making lots of green and red labels, and they're putting labels on all of their things. Their albums with pictures, their albums with stamps, their microphone mirror, and 2 football lamps. Keychains and games, boots and books on the table, each wearing a green or a little red label. Their clock, walkie-talkie, and all their toy cars. Their wastebasket, puzzles, and chocolate bars. Lumps of modeling clay, and all their old teeth. Each one with a label stuck on underneath. So they put their labels all over their things. Then they stopped. There was simply no room anymore, for that bedroom was covered from ceiling to floor with what looked like a blizzard of green and red snow, meant to warn everyone so that they would all know just whose stuff was whose and whose it was not, which one had a little, which one had a lot. No sharing, no mixing, and no friendly games. Just 2 boys, their stuff, and a room full of names. See, so they put their names all over their things. But children, now that they weren't sharing, they weren't playing together. It was sad. It wasn't happy. Although everybody knew whose was whose, but now they weren't sharing. And children, when we don't share, when we don't let each other use our things and play together with our brothers, with our sisters, then we don't have a good time, children, because then we're all alone. And the real fun is not playing with things, it's playing with others. It's playing with our brothers, with our sisters, with our little baby. And then Bezat Hashem, once we're all able to come out of our houses, then with our cousins or friends in school. For now, we're home with our brothers and sisters, children. And the more important than keeping everything for ourselves is when we share. But now let's see what happens. So now that Laibel and Yossi finished writing their names on all of their things, they must have gotten very hungry after all that work. Let's see. Then, tired and hungry, both Yossi and Laibel stopped down to eat at the dining room table. But look, what was this? What sight met their eyes? They gasped, and their jaws opened wide in surprise. Everything in the kitchen, the dining room too, had been claimed by their mother and labeled in blue. So everything had mother written on it. Look, the table, the fruit, everything in the kitchen. Their mommy saw what they were doing. They were saying everything, it's mine and I'm not sharing. So now mommy started to write a label on everything in the house as well. Then dinner was served and it really smelled great. But the mother sat down just with her own plate. She said, every night I share all of the food, but somehow tonight I'm just not in the mood. Look, their mummy sitting down just with her own food herself, and Laibel and Yossi are standing there with their jaws open-mouthed. They can't believe it. Their mummy isn't sharing anything. So the boys only watched as their mom ate, drank and ate, till she'd finished her juice and the meat on her plate. See you later, she smiled and went to wash up her labeled knife, spoon, fork, pot, napkin, and cup. There, see, everything had her mother written on it. And she's like, it's all my own stuff, and the children walking after her. They're all hungry. They couldn't believe their mummy wasn't sharing with them. Now, children, of course, their mummy wanted to share with them. She just wanted to teach them a lesson. But let's see, let's read the book. Just then came a honk and a shout from outside. "Father's home," said the boys. "Let's go take a long ride." "Sorry, kids," said their dad, "but you know this car's mine. I marked it myself with a big yellow sign." Their daddy put on a big yellow sign that said "Father." I've got more labels here for my driveway, my clothes, my reclining chair slippers, and new garden hose, my briefcase, shoe polish, my tools and umbrella. From now on, they'll be clearly labeled in yellow. Yossi and Laibel just looked at each other. Hard to say which one was the unhappier brother. "No food and no rides," Yossi said. "What a day! And the driveway's off limits. So where will we play?" See, so their Abba, their daddy, was teaching them the same lesson too. Their daddy labeled everything himself, and now he wasn't letting them touch anything. He said, "No, it's mine. The car's mine. The driveway's mine. The tools are mine. The umbrella is mine. Everything." But children, that's not really how we live together, right? We all live together in a house as a family together. We all share together. Let's see what Yossi and Laibel do next. Laibel was thinking. He looked at the ground. Then he ran to his room without making a sound. And as carefully as he had put on each label, pulled them off just as quickly as he was able. See, Laibel's removing all the labels. Yossi joined in and cleaned up, and the cleanup was done when Laibel's last label, a little green one, missed the trash can and floated right onto his bed. "Leave it there, little brother," is what Laibel said. See, there was a label left right there on the bed. They took off all the labels, but there was one little one left. And Laibel said, "Leave it, don't take it off." What does he say? "That label's for Laibel to remind me it's true."
Oh, Mommy,
that
it's
sharing is something all families must do. Right, children? Sharing is something we all do. We all share together. We all live together in the same house. Our Abba, our daddy, and our mommy. Yes, I'll read for you, darling. The Abba and Ima, mommy and daddy, and your brothers and sisters and children, we all share together. Shall you can come over here and wait. Say bye, everyone. Whoopsie. Bye.
Bye. Bye.